What's up, everybody? In this video, we are going to be going over the entire quest line titled Tying It All Together. And this quest introduces us to the system in regards to how to obtain the materials so that we can actually transmog our armor, and that includes the whole bounty system. Now, of course, you can skip all of this and just go straight to the Eververse and buy these synthweave bundles, but for those of us who want to do it for free, let's get into it. So to start this quest, you first have to have completed another quest titled Armor Synthesis Introduction, which I've also done a video on. So once you complete that quest, you will then see this prompt here for the new quest titled Tying It All Together. And this is what Ada has to say. Ada's mechanical fingers clack away at a glass touchscreen. Initial readouts look promising. Power levels are stable and the operating system hasn't hit any assertions. She says the words carefully and meticulously, like they don't fit well around her voice yet. As far as I can tell, the loom is ready for production. Let me give it a test run and see what we get. And if it passes quality checks, I'll explain the process. She then says, "Here it is, the first printing," Ada says tenuously. "This is synthweave, a programmable matter more sophisticated than I've ever seen, significantly more advanced than Glimmer." She hands you a sample of the loom's output. Do the honors of trying it out. It should be able to replicate the physical appearance of some of your armor, though not the material or energy properties. Use synthweave to create an ornament from your collection of legendary armor. Select the synthweave package and you will get one synthweave material for whichever class you are on, and this will allow you to go into your character customization screen and transmog one piece of armor to progress this step of the quest. So, bring up your appearance customization screen and find whichever piece of armor you want to transmog. So once you found your piece of armor, you then select Unlock. And after you do that, that will progress to the next step where we go and we talk to Ada once again. The loom requires material input to function, strands of basic matter that can be repurposed as needed, Ada explains. I've used Abraytech schematics to create smaller devices called threaders. With these, you can convert the strands into synth cord that the loom needs. We should verify the threaders are functioning as well. She hands you a spool of synth strand. Take these strands and let's put them through the whole pipeline. Use synth strand to purchase an armor synthesis bounty from Ada. So, select the large pool of synth strand and you will get 150 synth strand because the bounties cost 150 synth strand. And we have bounties here for Vanguard, we have bounties here for Crucible, we have them for Gambit, destinations, as well as raids and dungeons. So, select whichever bounty you would like to do and you will get a random objective for that bounty. I'm going to select the one here for Vanguard. So, let's see what it gives me. So the random objective I got was to complete 4 strikes or nightfalls and to get 200 kills with solar damage as a fire team. So once you complete your bounty, you will progress to this next step where you use the loom to convert your synth cord into synth weave, and we will do that now. And then we get the next step of our quest where we have to return to Ada and she will speak to us again. Ada says she admires your newly minted synthweave as you approach. I must admit, it was a little unnerving to watch someone else operate the loom. I've put quite a lot of effort into creating this and I'm feeling a bit protective. She clears her throat and fixes her posture. That being said, it clearly worked as intended. I've gathered data from your production job. With enough information, I may be able to amend this technology towards some other purpose in the future. To that end, let's start gathering more synth strand for another run. So, we must gather more synth strand to complete the next step of this quest. This box also pops up and goes over those 5 different categories for the armor synthesis bounties. It also tells us about the seasonal cap, in which we can only do 10 of those bounties each season per class, which translates to 2 full sets of armor or 10 individual pieces of armor. You also cannot purchase more bounties if you're currently holding 500 synth cord. So, the next step of this quest is to go and collect 150 more synth strand. This part of the quest is going to take you a while. The drop rate on synth strand is rather low. I don't have a percentage, but when I did it, it was roughly like 1 in every 15 or 1 in every 20 enemies killed. The activity-wise, you can get roughly 10 from like running strikes or running the battleground activity if you have the Season 13 Season Pass. But yeah, there's no definitive way to say this is the best way to get synth strand. Just go out, kill enemies, you'll eventually get there. So once you've collected all 150 synth strand, that will progress this quest to the last step, where we return to Ada and speak with her once again. That synth strand looks high quality. You've done well, Ada says. I don't think there's much else for me to review with you. Please keep utilizing the loom so I can compile more data. Who knows where it will lead? And thank you again, Guardian. She turns back to her workstation, but stops abruptly, turning her attention back to you. What is that old saying? The ball is in your court now? She tilts her head. I'm not really sure what that means, but good luck, friend. And from that, you gain 75 more synth strand on top of the 150 you just collected, and with that, you have completed the Tying It All Together quest. Like I said in the beginning of this video, this whole quest introduces us to the whole system of collecting all the synth materials and going through the bounties so that we can actually get the synth weave to transmog our armor. So, for a quick recap, you have to collect synth strand, which comes from defeating any type of enemy, but keep in mind the drop rate is low. The synth strand is used to buy armor synthesis bounties from Ada 1, and each bounty costs 150 synth strand. Once you've completed and claimed the bounty, you earn 100 synth cord. You then take that synth cord to the loom by Ada 1 and convert that 100 synth cord into 1 synth weave. It costs 1 synth weave to transmog 1 piece of armor. And a reminder of the seasonal cap, you can only do 10 armor synthesis bounties each season per character, which translates to 2 full sets of armor or 10 individual pieces of armor. However, if you want more, or if you just want to skip this whole system, you can use your real money to buy silver and purchase Synthweave from the Eververse. I'll have a video up here soon giving my post-release thoughts on this system, as I feel it necessary since I did do a video on my pre-release thoughts. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you liked this video or found it informative in any way, please leave a like. A subscribe would also be very much appreciated, and I'll see you next time.